on 3rd and long. Here's Ryan. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down following the run. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go. Leopard! Leopard!
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to New Orleans after this. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. So now it's 1st and goal. for it with Montgomery. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
They'll try again with Montgomery. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Cardinals are in. Touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Let's go! Boom, land it! No, check, Patriot! Let's go! Detroit!
On first down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field. The Jets out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Gun! Here we go now. Green!
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Saints on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That good for 19 and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Detroit. Here we go now.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, maybe we got to give them credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
This is Logan. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. They run with Logan, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. So they're going to go for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Ryan. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And down inside the 15 he goes. In the red zone this time. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Green, 39.
Well, a design run for their wideout. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Ryan. Catch here, left side, Thomas. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Detroit, over. Leopard.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go.
A give to Kamara running right. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They run again with Logan. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. In motion left goes Jennings. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
All right, here we go.
Play action. It's Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. On the check down, he finds Kamara. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
All right, here we go. Over.
Play action. Ryan drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Flush to his right, toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Now let's go.
Throwing again. Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go.
Ryan will throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now.
In motion left goes Jennings.
Gone.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. In motion left goes Jennings. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They run it again with Kamara. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Saints on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Now Ryan. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss a one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And now here's a carry heading left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Let's go. Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.